If you are a comedian on the show tonight, please come out front for a meeting. If you are a comedian on the show tonight, please come out front for a meeting.
to have some fun. I will do it one day. Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. That's true. Ladies and gentlemen. But then I can't do your voice. I can only do your one voice. I can't. That's how they'll know it's not you, because they're not doing you. Zach, my God. Shrek, you fought? Shrek, you fought? That's Eddie Murphy. Come on, Lloyd. I think he just doesn't know. You have, who's your
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, who's ready to have a good time? Come on, we can do a little better than that. Wednesday night, make some noise! All right. Couple quick announcements before we get the show started. Please set those cell phones to the silent or off position. Keep the table talk to an absolute minimum, and no heckling the comedians or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for all the comedians you came to see on the Pro-Am! And now, please help me welcome to the stage your host and MC, the very funny, the very talented, Zach Wyckoff!
Hey, what's up, friends? Oh man, y'all found your way to the Pro-Am. Clap for the comedians you're about to see, gang, huh? Heck yeah. Lovely. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is the Pro-Am. You're about to see some professionals, some amateurs, and you might be able to tell which is which. But we're gonna, we're trying out some new stuff, and hopefully we'll have a good time, and hopefully you guys will have a good time. Does that sound cool? Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. All right. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about me, gang. I used to be a chunky kid. Someone told me recently that I have former fat kid energy. Which, as a former fat kid, it's honestly just nice to have energy. I was a chunky kid, dude. When I learned about cheesecake, I was like, wait, you're telling me cheese and cake teamed up? Like, this is like a Kobe and Shaq situation. The two goats, dude. Cheese and cake. It's crazy, man. That's like telling a young Zach, hey, have you ever tried this thing called video game pizza? I was chunky, dude. It was brutal. I don't know. I feel like I've been trying to like work out and like stay in shape, and I feel like I've been doing a good job. But recently, thank you. So supportive. I appreciate it. It's a hoodie, but you can tell. I have been trying to do a good job, but recently I was at the gym, and this guy came up to me, like mid-rep. He stopped me. He was like, hey, man, I'm a personal trainer. I just want to tell you something real quick. Cut out dairy. Yeah, no more cheese. You'll be back here in 30 days. You'll lose 15 pounds. You'll be thanking me. And I just had the thought right then and there. I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess no more tight shirts at the gym. I'm gonna start working out in hoodies, honestly. I'm gonna see if Under Armour makes a kimono, I guess. I'm gonna start working out in muumuus, dude. I mean, what was going through that dude's mind where he just saw me across the gym and he was like, I mean, that boy is mostly cheese. Someone has to intervene. I don't know. I'm sensitive about it, dude. I was always a chunky kid. This is true. I had a buddy growing up who called me Sir Fatty Eats a Lot the Third. Don't be sad. It's why I'm funny. Sir Fatty Eats a Lot the Third. I don't know why it was the third. Why not the second? I love seconds. It's so... I told him about that later on. Like, we became friends later after he stopped bullying me. It was after I got skinny, so I don't know if that was part of it. He was like, oh, that's weird, dude. I don't remember calling you that. And I was like, that is weird, because I really remember you calling me that. And he hasn't gotten fat in the adulthood, but I cannot wait to call him Sir at Fatty Eats a Lot the Fourth. I need that. Thank you. You're very handsome as well. I did play sports as a kid. You guys can tell I'm an athlete. Your laughter hurts. I did play sports as a kid. I played football, which might surprise a lot of people. It seems like I only played football just because it's the most aggressive form of hugging. I just want to be in the huddle so I can hang out with my boys. You know, that's the only reason I did it. I played a contact sport because contact is my love language. But no, dude, I did play football. It was brutal because this happened in my rec football league. I had to be a lineman because I was chunky, because they would, at the beginning of the season, they'd line all the kids up and they'd weigh you. And if you were over a certain weight, then you had to stay on the line because you couldn't carry the ball forward because you'd be too powerful. It was also kind of brutal to be like on the line because like now you have to block for all the kids that were just calling you fat. Yeah, but it's fine. I grew up. I went through high school and then I joined the marching band. Who's surprised? Yeah, you guys could probably tell the moment I walked up here. Yeah, I joined the marching band, which like that doesn't matter if you're fat, dude. It just matters can you freaking jam. And that's me, dude, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I was like Jack Black, just more room for rockin'. I've never said that, and I probably never will again. That's fun. I'm not like I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm not like a cool person. I don't have like game or whatever. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell this weird little like birthmark here on my neck. Ladies will come up and try to like flirt with me sometimes. They'll be like, ooh, is that a little hickey? Zach, are you out here in these streets? And I just have to be like, no, actually, my mom gave this to me. You can even it up on the other side. That's so dumb. I've never been good at dating, dude. This is true. I just had an ex-girlfriend start dating a former NFL player. Yeah, she has a type. This is true. She got flown out for the first date. She got on a plane for the first date. I don't have flying out money, you know? Even though I have this haircut that looks like I would corner you and talk to you about crypto. I don't have flying out money, dude. I have the kind of money where if we're on a date and you're like, hey, do you want to get a bird scooter? I'm just like, I think we could walk it. You know? Golden Corral isn't that far. Guys, that's enough for me. Clap for yourselves, everybody. Heck yeah, dang. I'm so excited for tonight. We have a great, great show for you. Coming up next, please help me welcome to the stage the very funny Casper Elam, everybody.
Hey guys. Hey, I know, right? Macaulay Culkin's on heroin again. Okay. Okay, that's mean. Don't laugh at that. So you probably can't tell, but I got something called a swimmer's body, because he drowned in my pool. It's a shallow joke, I know. How you guys doing? Yeah. I'm not doing so good. When my grandma died, it's cool though, because she left me all her t-shirts, so it's nice. You win some, you lose some. I don't know. So my name is Casper. You probably thought like the ghost, but it's actually more like the mattress. Yeah, really. My mom was really brand loyal. That was the mattress I was conceived on. So, yeah. You probably know my sister, Toyota Camry. She travels a lot. I don't know. You know, actually, my sister got engaged recently, so that's real cool. Don't clap, please. I didn't get engaged. Don't clap for her. She's a bitch. No. But like the same week they announced their engagement, our Uncle Charlie got out of prison. So like, she thinks that he's stealing her thunder, and that's not how that works. But yeah, Uncle Charlie's out of jail though, so ladies, watch out. Yeah? Seriously, watch out. That's not. He's a pervert. No, my sister, she doesn't know she's inviting him to the wedding, you know, for obvious reasons. But she's like. But she still wants to put him on the registry because she still wants a gift. I'm like, I think he's already on a registry, right? You don't want to give him too many. He already works at a cash register because that's the only job they give an ex-con like him. Yeah. I just killed the mood. I want everything to be quiet right now. Laughing is heckling. Don't do it. I'm not going on a blind date ever again because they always turn out to be someone else. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was on this date with a girl. We went to this Mexican place, and we're having a great time. But then she makes this really like off-color Mexican joke, and I got real uncomfortable. And she's like, "Oh no, it's okay. I can say that. My dad's a racist." We didn't go on a second date because I'm not spending my life with a half racist. It's not happening. Definitely not raising any quarter racists, okay? I don't know, man. I don't really want to date anyway. I'm selling my car and I'm getting an e-bike, trying to become unfuckable. Yeah, a lot of people here at DTF. Not me, I'm DFT. Don't fucking touch. Right? It's a good crowd. I don't really like have a type anyway. I used to really like picky girls, but then I thought I shouldn't be so. Oh fuck! I already fucked the joke up. I like scabby girls, but I shouldn't be so picky. God damn it! It was a genius joke. That felt so sarcastic. I'm getting off the stage. I really like old-timey phrases because they just sound like ridiculous now. I was watching TV and there's this dude who's at a bar and he's about to get his ass kicked. And he says to these guys something that I haven't heard since I was a kid. He said, "I'm a lover, not a fighter." And hearing that now just sounds like a threat, you know? Like, oh, you're ready to fight? Yeah, well, I'm ready to fuck, you know? Don't even think about hitting me unless you're ready to make out, dude. And you should be scared of me, because the harder you hit, the softer I kiss. Yeah, some call it sexual assault. I call it self-defense, but either way, you beat me up, I beat you off, dude. That's what's happening. Gonna bring up your next comic here in a second, but I got a flight to catch in the morning because it's my birthday. Thank you. Yeah. Treating myself to something that's only legal in Nevada. You know what I'm talking about? Huh? Assisted suicide. All right. Give it up for your next comic, Blake Hammond.
Hey, one more time for Casper, huh? You guys clapped less that time than when you gave him that Make-A-Wish fucking clap halfway through his set. You guys are pieces of shit, dude. All right. They say about right about what you know. So I was getting a Mountain Dew Icy the other day, and or as I call it, brunch. And as I was leaving, I noticed on the cup it said large/grande. And it was geeking me out to just think about like some rich guy going into a gas station and ordering like it's Starbucks. He's like, yeah, can I have a grande ice Mountain Dew, please? Can I get 2 squirts of cherry in that? And just a drizzle of Coke on top. I like to try one of those chocolate croissants you have back there. And the dude's like, a fucking ding dong? Like, he's like, ding dong, is that an Asian pastry? Wow. Because he doesn't know, he's an asshole, you know? What's your Wi-Fi password? They're like, dude, we have a landline. It's like, is that one word or 2? All right, that could be something, that's funny. That could be something, Mountain Dew Icy, brother. Okay, yeah, this happened 2 days ago. I called my dad, and I guess my mom made him clean out the basement, and while he was doing that, he hurt his back, and he like kept blaming my mom on the phone, and he was like, yeah, your mom blew my back out. Yeah, she shoved a bunch of shit in my basement, and now my back's blown out. I'm like, you're not saying what you think you're saying. I'm not gonna be able to walk right for a week. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to look you in the eye. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts, dude. I called my mom. I was like, so I heard Dad hurt his back. And she was like, yeah, destroying my downstairs. I was like, I can't talk to either of you. This is crazy. I got a new brother on the way, but some of you are pussies. That's really funny. That's a funny thing my daddy said to me. My dad got fucked in his ass. It's 15 minutes in the show. Sorry. That's on me. If that was later, you guys would be like, fuck yeah, that's the fuck the dad in the ass guy. Everybody be hype on that shit. Everybody be hype on that shit. Sorry, I'm having fun, whether you guys want to or not. Yeah, okay, so check this out too. You guys ever see those signs that say we buy houses? You see that shit? They always look so shitty. They're always like written in Sharpie on fucking cardboard, you know what I mean? That feels like a slap in the face to the homeless community. Because they're using homeless marketing strategies to buy the thing they don't have. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. That would be like if there was like a commercial of like a bunch of malnourished kids in Africa, and they were like, these children are hungry, but so are you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, yeah, that's right. Fucking dude, this week. I am on fire this week. Fuck. No, I don't want your Make-A-Wish bullshit. I saw what you did to Casper, that friendly ghost. Isn't that fucked up that Casper the Friendly Ghost, a show about a dead kid. It was, sorry, I didn't want to ruin it for you, but he's dead. Okay. That guy can read, very good. Not usual for Pantera fans, so give it up for that guy. That's pretty cool. He doesn't have all his teeth, but he can read. Could have said that later, but this is the last thing I want to do for you guys. I just want to play you a song that was like really important to me as a kid. Just brings up a lot of memories, and I just want to play it for you guys. That's the song I lost my virginity to. Yeah, fuck the ice cream guy, dude. Yeah, that's how you end up looking like this. Yeah, it was last year, but all right, that's it for me, everybody. Thank you guys so much. It's fun little set. Hell yeah, you guys are good. You guys are gonna love this next guy. He's very funny. Give it up for Aaron Cosbeil, everybody.
Catskins, how you doing tonight? I'm Aaron Cosbeil, also known as the Professor of Comedy. I sense such potential energy from this audience. Let's get kinetic. Can I get some kinetic energy? Awesome. You're going to give me energy. I'm going to give you energy. You're going to give me energy. We're going to create perpetual motion. A lot of people are going to tell you, perpetual motion, that's impossible. I don't subscribe to the laws of physics. I'm a rebel without a cause and effect. Right, so people call me the professor. They think I'm a bit young to be a professor. They say, how many degrees do you have? And I say a healthy 98.6. I love my job. I love being a professor because my students ask questions. Like, Professor, how do you make iPhones? You take a phone, you say really negative things about the phone, then you take the square root of the negative phone, you get an imaginary phone, or iPhone. Professor, what should we do about this economy? I think we should switch to a balloon-based economy because then inflation would be amazing. Professor, why do you have a kazoo? I know a lot of people who like to go out and smoke, and I say, hey, do you mind if I kazoo out here? Love that middle C. Very addicting. Speaking of which, y'all just passed issue 2, so you might have to deal with drug culture, people. I'm gonna tell you how you impress them. You say, hey, drug culture person, that's how they like to be addressed. I can roll 15 joints with one hand. There are 15 joints in the human hand. They're all ball joints and they all roll. My girlfriend and I just celebrated our 2-year anniversary. Yeah. I love her. I actually don't know how a person could cheat on another person. It took me 37 years to find one person. I don't know how y'all are finding multiple people to love you. When we first started dating, she asked me that question that all guys get asked. Do you have any children? You gotta be honest. I've never even met a baby. I feel like that's an important first step. I should meet a baby, find out if I like babies, and then we can decide if I'm gonna have a baby. Sometimes I mishear my girlfriend on purpose because it's funny. Like my girlfriend was talking about her menstrual pain. I heard menstrual pain. Kotex. That time of the month. I call that song Red Sleeves. I'm a research professor, that's what I do. I discovered how you make more iPhones, more triangles. Pythagorean procreation. A squared plus B squared, little C squareds are really cute. When the mom gets pregnant, she gets some deuce. That's right. True data, everyone, true data. True data is part of my new math language. We're up to the 5th power, yo, cosine. Last night, me and my girl went on a tangent that she said something totally divided by 0. I'm not very culturally hip. You can, up until 2 weeks ago, I thought when people said West Side, they were talking about the Prime Meridian. West Side, go America, and part of Wales. Duck, duck, goose, everyone, is just a metaphor for relationships. Duck, 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 I'm in my 20s. Duck, 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 but I'm gonna die someday. It's okay, I still have time to find myself. Duck, a duck, a duck, a duck. Then you're alone and 30. So you download one of those apps that the kids are on. Duck, 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 catfish, and then you get a child one day, and it's named Goose. And I'm Aaron Constable, professor of comedy. I love you all. Let's get some kinetic energy for your next comic coming to the stage. Lena, everyone!
All right. What's up, Go Bananas? How y'all doing? Awesome. My name's Lena Beamish, and usually I'm worried that I'll be the least cool person on a lineup, so I'm glad we got that out of the way. I don't have to worry. That's a big relief for me. Let's see. So I'm usually not big on Christmas, but I've been trying to get into the holiday spirit lately. Anybody else excited for Christmas? Yeah. I've been listening to, I made a holiday playlist to try and get in the spirit. It's just every podcast about John Benet Ramsey. It's seasonally appropriate. Let's see. I got dumped not too long ago, and I've been pretty bummed about it. I found that I've just been hanging out with my friends as much as possible to try and cheer me up. Any free time I have, I've just been scheduling hangout times with friends, or as I've been calling it, a discount suicide watch. Yeah, I don't have insurance. I can't take 2 weeks off of work. I just have to buy my own grippy socks and be everyone's problem for a little while. And that's how that works. I'll heal when everyone is as tired of my bullshit as I am. That's how discount suicide watch works. So I'm autistic, and this is there's this common trait among autistic people. A lot of times they are asexual, which just means they don't have any interest in sex, and that's kind of a sort of a stereotype of autistic people. What they don't tell you is instead of that, you can have the opposite problem, which is called hypersexuality. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the opposite of asexuality. That's basically what I'm dealing with. And I have to say, I feel like being autistic and hypersexual has to be the worst combination of things you can be. I'm basically if an indoor-only cat was in heat. You can't make me this horny and autistic. What am I supposed to do about this? I asked a girl for advice, and she was like, oh, well, if you're just trying to get laid, you can just go to a bar and find somebody you find attractive and make eyes at them. And I was like, make eyes at them? I'm autistic. That's ableist as shit. Make eyes at them. Just trying to just trying to get someone to put their dick in me. Why you gotta bring eye contact into it? That's gross. It's fucking gross. It's also, it's not easy to get laid because I live with my mom, which is embarrassing. I'm 35 and I live with my mom. Yeah, I mean, it's not all bad. Like, there are still some things you can learn living with your mom as an adult. Like, for example, I've learned I wish I had turned out more like my dad. Dead. My dad's dead. This guy said, "Oh no." Are you guys familiar with those sponges called the Scrub Daddy sponges that they sell at grocery stores? Okay, cool. You guys are hype for them, it sounds like. I was at the grocery store the other day, and they have like another version that's called the Scrub Mommy sponge, and so it's supposed to be like the softer, gentler version of the Scrub Daddy sponge, and that's how I learned y'all must have had a different childhood than me. What do you mean the Scrub Mommy sponge is the gentle one? My mom's not like so bad. She's just like frustrating to deal with because she has what I call mom logic. Like, for example, okay, what do you guys think it means when the tire pressure light comes on in your car? Anybody? Fill up the tires. I'm sorry, you're actually wrong. The real answer is that it means the engine has checked the tire pressure and you're good to go. It's good. It's just a little tip from my mom that's probably going to get us all killed. All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I've been Lena Beamish. All right, keep it going for your next comic. He's a really good friend of mine. Please give it up for Naraya Romero.
Give it up for Lena, everybody. Come on. Y'all have seen a lot of different types of white people tonight. Y'all have never been more happy to see a black person in your whole life. Okay? Never. I could have got up here and robbed all of you, and you would have been like, it's better than the guy in the bow tie. He just took money. It's fine. Now, oh man, my name is Naraya. Lena was talking about her parents. I've been trying to get to know my parents more as like people and not just like my parents. Like, I've been trying to get to know who they are in general. And I learned very quickly that I should have never done that shit. Okay? I don't know if you know, but every one of our parents are fucking lunatics, all right? True crazy people. My mom the other day looked at me eating dinner and just said, "I never want to live without your father. I hope we die together." Which sounds sweet, but in my head, with the way she looked at me, it sounds like a wish she wants me to fulfill at some point. Like, my mom dies in the morning and I'm just standing behind my dad like, you know this is what she wanted. My mom the other day told me that she didn't vaccinate me or any of my siblings when we were babies. I know. I'll give all y'all smallpox. I don't give a fuck. And she said it so confidently. She said, "I just thought you all were perfect and healthy and you'd be fine in the real world without your vaccinations." I was like, "Mom, if that's the case, why did as soon as we all got out in the real world, me and all my siblings all caught felony charges? Like, what the fuck?" Yeah, in the Romero house, getting shots, very different thing, okay? Don't get weird, it's fine. Nah, man, my dad's a fucking lunatic too. I had this memory come up with my dad when I was a kid. My dad is a pastor. I remember watching Pokemon as a kid. My dad like kicks the fucking door in. He's like, "Turn that shit off right now. Those Japanese cartoons will turn you gay." And then we get in the car to go to church, and we drove all the way there listening to Elton John. I went to a private Christian high school. They taught abstinence-only sex education, okay? But I had never heard of that before I got there. So I very boldly raised my hand the first day of school and was like, "Yo, teacher, what does that shit that was in the schools in the 60s have to do with sex?" Yes, I'm in asbestos, okay? My private Christian school teacher looks at me and goes, motherfucker, are you serious? My homie tried to shoot me some bail. He said, no. He just didn't know what it meant. Yo, man, abstinence is where you don't have sex with someone because they're not there. Like an abstinent father. We both failed abstinence class. All right, do you know what it's like to fail abstinence class? It was just me, my homeboy, and the girl who got pregnant freshman year. All right. I was at a private Christian school. I was the only black guy. It was fucked up because I heard weird jokes all the time. Like at the end of that abstinent absentee thing, he was like an abstinent father. You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, nah, man, my dad was there. And he was like, oh, cool. The white private Christian school. I was the only black kid in my graduating class, which meant that I dated a lot of white women. Hold your applause, it's fine. Someone's got to do it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. They let me know that they weren't used to dating black guys. They let me know that I was the first black guy that they had dated. Like my first girlfriend told me, she said, Naraya, being with you, it feels dangerous. Being with you feels like petting a tiger. And I was like, bitch, I collect Star Wars figurines. The first girl I ever slept with told me that my dick was like crack to her. I thought that meant that she was addicted to it. Really, she just meant that she was tired of coming to the poorest, blackest part of the city to get it. Yo, go bananas. You guys having a good time? Yo, the next comic's a very good friend of mine. Everybody put your hands together right now for June Dempsey.
Hey, give it up for Naraya. Let him hear it. That was great. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Hello. Yep. Hello. My name's June Dempsey. I like anime and titties. Yeah. Hell yeah. You into that? No, absolutely not. Orange buckets? No. I can't even get out. What about you, sir? Anime or just titties? Too big a titties. Too big a titty? And you pointed to her? Is that a compliment? I don't know. Yeah. No, man. I like anime. Anyone else? All right, it's just people in the back. Yeah. That's right. I love anime. When I was a kid, I listened to Japanese rap music. That's weird. That's not good. Yeah, it's real. I can't tell you if they rhymed or not. I don't understand the language. Japanese rap music, that's like listening to Japanese rap music is whiter than Macklemore. It is, yeah. And that's what I listen to. I found out about Japanese rap music through National Geographic. I don't know if there's a less cool way to find out about music. Like the coolest way, like someone like me could find out about a new band is like, oh, this guy slipped his mixtape into my McDonald's bag. And then below that's like the radio. And then below that is pitchfork.com. And then on the bottom is a National Geographic article. So that's what I'm working with. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gay. Yeah, that's me. And I've been like, I don't know. I had to get a ride here with my friend because like I've been trying to change my tires. And I don't know how to do it. I should ask this guy for help. I can't do it. It's been 2 weeks. I need to go somewhere. So it seems like I'm more just a lesbian, not much of a dyke. That's what I'm working with. I did eventually have to get my tires done, and I had to get someone to tow my car. Yeah, so I called someone up and he told me to Gary's Tires. I love that. I love when business is like named after someone. I think that's the best. I call him up. I'm like, hey, is Gary there? You know, in my mind, Gary looks just like you. You know, I call him up. Hey, Gary, you got some tires for me? You look offended, like you don't fuck with tires. Tires is a bad business. Walmart all the way? That's not a better look, sir. That's not a better look. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys were probably disappointed by me or like, oh yeah, the slut comic got up. Yeah, that's this look. And I a lot, like this guy's dressed to fuck. Yeah, that's the matching bug. Yeah, that's hot. You can still try. I like animals. I like animals. My favorite animal right now is the panda bear. Yeah, you guys like pandas? Just this side of the room? Yeah. I like pandas because pandas are like badass because pandas eat bamboo. That's lumber. That's insane. You take a panda to a Lowe's and that's a Panda Express. That's dumb. My parents smoke a bunch of weed. I don't smoke weed, but my parents smoke weed, and I always when I do get weed, I get it from them, and it's bad weed. My parents are 60. They've had 40 years to get good weed, and they don't. And that makes me so sad. I want to go to my parents and be like, dude, just meet one black person, get some good weed. I don't know. I've been June Dempsey. Are you guys ready for your next comic? All right, they're really great. Give it up for Spencer DeMolke.
Keep it going for June, guys. How about it, huh? Super funny. All right. My name's Spencer, like June said. I have small hands, which is not great as a grown man. It's not ideal. As a man, when you meet another man, you want the handshake to be good. You know what I mean? You want to be like, hey, I'm a grown man and you're also a grown man. But when I shake somebody's hand, it's just like, hey, I'm a young Lakers fan and you're Shaquille O'Neal. Hi. It sucks. It's got some downsides, but it's also got some positives. I can't palm a basketball, can't tear an apple in half, but I can feed a sick duck. Shh, it's okay. Shh, don't quack. Also in college, I was really good at untangling earbuds for girls who thought we'd be better off as friends. That's what happens. It's been a while for me, sexually. Haven't been with a woman in a while. It's crazy how the longer you go without having sex, the lower your threshold is for what makes you horny. I'll just be in traffic, see an elbow sticking out of a car window. And the wheels just start turning in my imagination, start connecting dots. I'm just like, that elbow is probably attached to a beautiful woman. And then I get up to the red light, and I'm like, how could a man that old have so little hair on his arm? Does he wax it? I drove past a cycle bar the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen one of these. I guess it's a place to ride an exercise bike and drink. They shouldn't have called it cycle bar. They should have called that the throw-up store. Those activities don't go together. It's like, yeah, no, I'm just going to work out at the cycle bar, and then I'm going to take the family out to the Taco Bell water park. What do you guys think? But honestly, that's already what the amusement park is. Just a place to go eat a bunch of food and then do stuff to make you throw up and shit. That's what a roller coaster does. It's a throw-up machine. So I guess what I'm really saying is, don't bother going to Cycle Bar. Just go to Kings Island. You don't need to work out. Hi. My grandfather is a Hungarian immigrant. Hold your applause. He came here about 70 years ago, but his voice sounds like he got here fucking yesterday. Oh my God. It's crazy. I call him on the phone. I'm just like, hey, Grandpa. He goes, hello, Spencer. How are you? Which, I don't even know if that's a Hungarian accent. You know what I mean? Guy just sounds like he's made out of rocks. And I know you guys don't know him, but that is a perfect impression of him. He's 92. He's got this saying. Oh, it's fine. He's not here. Yeah, he's 92. He has this saying. Whenever I would ask him for like advice when I was a kid, he would always kind of say the same thing for me, like, he'd be like, "Well, Spencer, you know." Well, I won't do the voice, but like, "Well, Spencer, you know the difference between patience and persistence, don't you?" I'd be like, "No, Grandpa, what?" He'd be like, "Well, patience is when you feed a horse a lime and you wait for him to shit it out." Is that normal for everybody in here so far? So he'd say that. I'd be like, "All right, what's the other part, Grandpa?" And he'd be like, "Well, that's patience. Persistence is when you feed a horse a lime and you keep sucking his ass till you taste sour." And I'd just be like, "Grandpa, what does that have to do with my math homework?" Is that why you and Grandma aren't still together? My grandpa, he's had a lot of influence over me in my life. He's a good guy. I've been accused of being overdressed a lot of my life. I know right now I'm dressed like an old woman's couch, but I like to dress up. I like to put on a collared shirt. I don't know, I guess it's just like my grandpa used to always tell me, Spencer, you gotta dress for the pussy you want, not the pussy you get. All right, buddy. Hey, guys, that's my time. Give it up, everybody. Give it up for yourselves. And give it up for your next comedian. Guys, such a special treat to have him drop in. Cy Amundsen, everybody!
Hi, everybody. How are you? I did not know. Is Hungary in Asia? I love it when white men like myself try to do impressions on stage, and he goes, he's Hungarian, like, "Oh, when you sucker the lime through the horse's eggs." Fucking Grandpa Mr. Miyagi of Hungary? He was Swedish. "Oh, come to dinner tonight." This is how I dress, which I like, because it's very confusing. Because I'm either the richest guy or the poorest. But there's no middle ground. So suck it, you blue-collar fucks. I'm not one of ya. But you'll not figure out which one I'm not. The point is, hi, hello. It's nice to see everyone. I have a younger brother, and he is obsessed with hunting. He hunts all around the world. But when he was a little kid, he loved animals. Like, he was emotionally connected to animals, which meant there was this amazing crossover period from ages 7 to 10, when he got really into hunting, but he still loved the animals. So he'd get really excited to hunt a deer, and then he'd kill it and have a complete mental breakdown. Which I've never, I assume it's like when a guy stabs his wife a bunch, and then afterwards is like, whoops. Oh, no. How was I that mad? I did not think through the next steps of this. I am not prepared for the consequences. I will not survive in prison at all. Or work on my swearing. It was fun to watch. I know that's awful to say, but it's entertaining to watch a little boy kill something and then go, It's an all right time. the ultimate moment of it came is he got really into fur trapping. I'm assuming because he thought we were going to run into some Frenchmen. He thought we were going to have to barter with. And he came, I remember one day he got really excited. He's like, hey, I'm going to trap a beaver and tan its hide, which is probably also something you've heard your worst uncle say at a restaurant to a waitress. I'm the Davy Crockett of Applebee's. You're like, fuck, I'm not going to dinner with you anymore, Jeff. You can't be saying that shit to real women, you psycho. And so we came home from school one day and I knew he'd been successful in his goal. He trapped a beaver because when he came in the house, I could hear his tears. And I was like, oh, he got one. And he came downstairs and he couldn't even pull himself together. He's like, he's dead, I need help. And so I'm still the big brother, right? So I went out there and I knew I was gonna have to come out and deal with it. So I got a shovel and I headed out behind our house. We had ponds behind our house to help him, bury a beaver, I guess. And he was so upset as we were going out there. I was like, God, I was worried I was gonna have to eulogize the beaver. He was a good beaver, doing beaver stuff. And so we got out there, and that's when I realized he had not trapped a beaver. What he had done is he had trapped and caught and killed a possum. Yeah, bummer. And we get out there, and I'm like, okay, I assess the situation, and he's really having a hard time, so I realize I'm going to have to bury the possum, try to talk him down, and then we'll go back to the house. And so I dig a hole, and then I go to get the possum, to put the possum in the hole. And I don't know how much you know about possums, but they do this thing for whence their name is given. And so when I reach down to grab him, that possum just lunged up at me, and with the fury of the hero in a horror film, I fucking hit him with that shovel so hard. And just on pure reaction. And I don't know what possum skulls are made out of, but it didn't faze him. I drill him with the shovel and he just goes, ah! And so I hit him again, and ah! And then again, and ah! And now I'm in the middle of the worst game of one man, one hole whack-a-mole of all time, and I am beating this possum, and my brother Greg is next to me, and he's literally fallen onto his knees, and he's looking up at the sky, crying like he's in the end of Shawshank Redemption. Well, I have to hit this possum so many times. This is a bummer, but it's the actual information. I hit it so many times that it jello molded him into the mud. Yeah, I cookie cuttered a possum's brain into the ground. And I remember as I realized he was finally dead, even as a 13-year-old boy, I had the wherewithal to think, I am so glad none of this turned me on. Because that's a rough... If that goes the other way, that's a hard thing to deal with in that moment. If you're 6, 7 possum wallops in and you're like, oh my God, am I gonna come? That's you got a tough road to hoe. Hope you like trinkets and secrets, because you're gonna be killing and collecting. It's not gonna be a chill road for you. Some people don't like that material. I think it's because of the whole jello mold thing. People, here's the thing, I love animals too, but there are some people who really get into it. We have a friend who, if I know that she's coming over to my brother's house, I will show up because I know she hates hunting and loves animals, And Greg doesn't back down from her, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna go watch these two people fight for 2 hours, and it's a pretty good time. But it usually ends the same way, where, well, here's what I'll tell you. I don't think she's wrong. Because, like, bear hunting, for example, it's not awesome how they do it. If you're not familiar, what they do is they find a tree in the woods where the bear lives, and they put a bunch of treats on it, like candy bars and like bread and donuts, and they use Burger King. My dad and brother get day-old Burger King, and they put it by the tree. And then a bear comes along, and he's like, is that a fucking croissant witch right there? And then he eats it. And then he leaves, and then my dad and brother come back and they're like, he ate the Burger King. Let's put more Burger King there. And then that cycle continues until one day the bear is like, hey, I'm going to head over and get me a rodeo cheeseburger at the Burger King tree, and I'll definitely be back, because that's how this has gone every other time. And then he gets over there, and fucking blammo. They, take him off this earth and widow his children, or his wife, and orphan his children, excuse me. At least that's how I describe it at dinner with my dad and brother. And that's not awesome, but the other side of it is people who take it too far. Her and my brother argue about bear hunting all the time, and it always ends with her going, animals are better than people. That's her thing. And you've seen that posted on the internet before, like animals are better, they're better than all of us. And it's usually like a monkey riding an elephant's back through a river. Like, they're friends. And here's the problem with that line of thinking. Are there some animals who are better than some people? Absolutely. I saw a guy about 16 months ago show his dick to an old woman at the Kroger on 22. So, a lot of horses. I'd rather watch a football game with that guy. But as a sentiment like animals are better than people, that just means you don't understand how animals work, because they are still animals. And they do animalistic shit. And a lot of the shit they did, if a human did it, you'd be like, don't invite him anymore. Let's stick on the bear example. So here's when mama bears have a cub, all of their biology shuts off, like all their instincts and desires, except for protecting and raising their cub. It becomes the only thing that's important to them. Nothing else matters, okay? Specifically, they no longer care about mating, bear sex, right? Men bears, that's kind of at the top of their list. And they know that the reason the women bears aren't having sex with them is because of the baby bear. So in the springtime, here's what male bears do. They haul off into the woods looking to kill baby bears to turn the sex switch back on inside the women bears. That'd be a pretty tough dude. Just shows up at the hospital nursery one day like, I'm so fucking horny. Plow. Plow. 25 years ago, I beat a possum to death in front of my brother. Plow. Hey, you guys have been fun. Enjoy the rest of the night. Let me make sure I do my job right here. Coming to the stage, your next comedian this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, put it together for Spencer. The list is not loading on my phone. Give me a name out loud.
Raymond Johnson.
Brendan Johnson.
You done fucked my name up. It's right, y'all. All right, it's about to be Thanksgiving. Goddamn. Happy motherfucking jive turkey. Hey, man, I've been prepping for this shit for like 6 months now. For Thanksgiving, that's when I get my winter body together. I got paper plates in the car, plastic forks, aluminum foil. Wherever y'all having a party at, I'm gonna be there. Put it on Facebook, I'm gonna be there. I went to the dentist trying to prep my mouth for this shit. And I know I hate the dentist, man. Everybody hates the dentist. You know, the long needles and the suction thing and the goddamn dentist breath that stink even through the mask. You need to fire that motherfucker this breath stink through the mask. No, I hate it for a different reason now. I got an email telling me who my dentist was, and his name was Leroy White. And I'm like, okay. But my thing is, I've never seen a white Leroy in my life. So in my mind, I'm like, this some big black motherfucker look like he been to prison. Or a little skinny motherfucker with a tight ass afro. But if it is a white Leroy, I'm curious as hell to see what he like. Nah, I get there, no, it's a big black motherfucker look like a prisoner look in his face. So I'm gonna give him a chance to see what my brother do. Talking real professional to me, I say, okay, let's work. Man, this brother had me in a headlock so tight, like this, with the mean face, and he told me, he said, anesthesia's for bitches. This is how I usually put people to sleep. I knew it, I said, oh my God, this motherfucker did get his degree in prison. I'm fucked up. I'm leaving, he not even talking professional anymore. He said, hey, if you need any of your shits done, come and holler at me though. All right? And send me out to work like that, I didn't know how to feel. This motherfucker took my dignity and my teeth, God. They gonna have to give me some extra medicine for this shit, because I need something for my feelings. I just got a new job, man. It's boring. And they got a lot of Mexicans. The boring part is easy. You just take a pair of pliers, just walk real fast like you're doing something. I'll smash that part. Now the Mexicans, I had a little situation with them. I wanted to holler at La Mamacita. She was fine, but can't nobody speak English in the whole crowd. So I asked my friend, I said, man, what can I say to get her? Because she was fine. He said, try this. He said, say, Pera Espinal. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Pera Espinal. So I was like, okay, she always smiling at me. I'm about to say something. So I pin walk over to her like this. Pera Espinal. That bitch smile turned upside down real fast. She said, and gave me the dirty look like this, and then started speaking Spanish. And then a whole bunch of dudes looking at me like this, with the mean face, and they all this big. I don't know why I didn't Google this shit and see what it was myself. I called her a stank bitch. I knew I was getting my ass kicked by somebody after work. On my head all about it, like, I'll fuck them Mexicans up. They ain't about to do shit to me. When real life hit, and it looked like 13 motherfuckers in the middle school by my car. I said, oh my God. They wait for me. That's what my Spanish, I don't know the Spanish, but I've used every word of Spanish to save my life. It was one little Mexican there, he was cross-eyed and he had a dirty butter knife with guacamole sauce on it and shit. I said, this motherfucker don't even work here. And they called a squad on me. Say, look, uno momento, my man. Please, no. If you can't speak Spanish, hand language is the motherfucking perfect thing to do to get through. You, no, me, this, no. Problem me, no. The white man, yes. No offense, but shit, I gotta blame somebody shit before they need my ass. We know white people and Mexicans don't like each other, so shit. Yes. They say, see. I'm like, okay. So now me and the Mexicans, this family, I work my way in with them. One little dude gonna tell me, I look at you like a son. And the little bitty motherfucker said, yeah, I look at you like a son too, mother. Got the goddamn nerve. Talk my way out of that one. I ain't a fighter, man. I'm not a fighter. Y'all might look at me and say, athletic, slim body. He might could do some shit. Hell no. I don't fight. And there's three types of people that I really won't fight. I will run from because it's a lose-lose situation in the matter. I won't fight Chinese people. I don't give a fuck. I'm an 80s baby. Everybody I know Chinese to me in my life. And if you whoop them, you just beat up a little person. If you get your ass whooped, you got your ass beat by a little person. It's a lose-lose situation. Gay people, I will not fight gay people. No offense to the LGBTQIA element, no P. I had a new letter every year, I won't fight them. I see my homeboy get beat up by a girl, but it really wasn't a girl. When I helped him up crying, I just felt so bad for him, you know what I mean? I helped him up, but I unblocked him on Facebook and blocked his number. And it's a bad look, I don't want to be hanging with you, bro. And the last person, believe me or not, people with no arms. Just fucked me up, right? I went to school with a guy with no arms, true story. And I seen him whoop a person. Because I was kind of intrigued, like how the hell is he doing all this? At lunchtime I'm watching him. He throwing a bag over his shoulders with his feet, eating with his feet. And he got into a bully, and I seen him whoop a bully ass. whole bunch of knee shots and a kick to the stomach, and he did like this with no arms, like the karate movies. I was amazed by this motherfucker. We had to be friends. Found out he smoked weed, be smoking, he rolled it with his feet and everything. Fuck, somebody has to hit it before I'm hitting this shit. We getting high. I wanted to ask him, like, you know, it ran through my head, like.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your next comedian, Maya Black.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. It's colorblind.
Hey guys. My name's Maya. It's spelled a non-white way, but because I'm white, it's just stupid. Can't ever find a keychain in my name. And they say white people have it easy. So pale I don't even bother with 23andMe. I already know the results would come back as 100% swagless. My apartment's really close to a hospital, so a lot of ambulances pass by. One of the first nights after I moved in, I smoked an insane amount of weed. And I hear an ambulance start to pass by. But I don't hear the siren. It's like the EMTs are playing with the controls to make a beat. I thought, damn, they laced my shit. Promised myself I'd stop buying blood from white guys. Could you imagine having a seizure in the back of an ambulance and the EMTs just up there cooking up the sickest beat you've ever heard? You know, flatlining and they're recreating Nicki Minaj's 2010 hit single Super Bass. They were actually making those songs, so they do that every night. I have an almond mom. Does anyone know what that means? You don't know how she's alive on her diet? She doesn't actually eat anymore. She actually just stands a few feet away from a Cheerio and just wafts up the particles. And then she says, "Get this away from me." Usually lasts her a day or two. A lot of celebrities are getting fillers, Botox now. I was chatting with Mommy Dearest on the phone the other day. She said, maybe I should get some work done, just some cheek filler. I said, Mom, cheek fillers are the hair plugs of the face. Absolutely not. Use filters like the rest of us. Got any assholes in here tonight? Hey. Me and my one friend try to out-asshole each other. We were at a party the other day, and I felt the need to make a toast. I stand up, clink my glass. Hey everyone, I'm so grateful to be here tonight. I just want to take a moment and congratulate my friend who just beat those rape charges. Told him all it takes is a good lawyer. Cheers. I also thought about, hey everyone, I don't normally do this, but I just want to take a second to celebrate my friend who finally got that diagnosis for IBS. So show your support and make sure Paul always has a clear bathroom, a clear path to the toilet tonight. Thank you. So do you guys know that national emergency alert that went off about a month ago? Right? Come on, everyone has phones. Apparently a lot of Amish people got shunned because of it. Can you imagine churning butter and someone's limited edition 5G iPhone 15 starts blasting? The Ohio Amish County posted on their website, that they're averse to any technology that they feel weakens the family structure. I'm not listening to people that fuck their cousins. That's the only thing weakening your family structure. I used to babysit a lot. You ever get owned by a kid? One time I was watching this, yeah, we've all been there. It's humbling. One time I was watching this 8-year-old girl, and I don't know the mental lexicon of kids that age. So I'm like, hey, could you move that little seat by the couch? It's called an ottoman. And that's called your room. Time out until I can think of a better comeback. Thank you guys. Next up is Phil Pointer. One more time.
Y'all keep it going for Maya. Let her hear it. All right. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Yo, it's like 60 people in here, and I heard from 28, so we gonna try this again. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? All right then, damn it. Act like y'all seen a black person before. Oh, fuck y'all. Loosen the fuck up, motherfuckers. Over the pandemic, I gained a bunch of weight, and I realized I had been carrying it around long enough, so I started losing weight recently. And I'm proud of myself because I've been making good progress, but I don't measure my weight loss in pounds. Like, I don't have a scale at home I use. No, I measure my weight loss in accomplishments. Yeah. Like recently, I just hit the milestone that when I'm standing up in the shower, I can lift my foot up and wash it. Hey, some of y'all don't understand. When I had that big ass gut sitting out in front of me and I lift my leg up to wash it, every time I bend over, my gut acted like Shaquille O'Neal in his prime, just boxing my leg out the paint. Only way I was able to wash my feet is to bend completely over and let my gut push my diaphragm into my esophagus and choke me the fuck out. Now I gotta take a break during a fucking shower. Happened to be listening to music one time while I was taking a shower. Took me one of these breaks and realized that I sat through 3 different songs by 3 different artists. I knew I had to do something about it then, because I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous to have a shower with a halftime show. That's crazy. All I'm saying is taking a shower ain't no cakewalk when you always walking for cake. I'm married, and I'm married to a white woman. I am. So, of course, she has me in the... Wait, hold on. Did somebody say yeah? Like, what the fuck? About time you fuckers crossed over. Get some of these white women. We tired of them. Like, what the fuck? Hey, I didn't celebrate it. He did. Anyway, like I said, I am married to a white woman, so, of course, she has me in a true crime. Don't you motherfuckers sit up here and act like true crime ain't white girl catnip. Come on now. But she is into true crime, and she's got me into it too, because we both have dark senses of humor. Like, we like to laugh at inappropriate shit. And just one of the things we laugh about all the time is race. Like, she's white, I'm black, we joke with it all the time. Like, one time we were out in a store somewhere, and she was playfully hitting me in the arm. So I was like, look, you better stop hitting me before I call the police. And she was like, who you think they gonna shoot? I see some of y'all white folks tightening up, but let me go ahead and reassure you of something real fast. I personally have firsthand knowledge that my wife has swallowed enough black man's cum to say these things. So y'all can loosen the fuck up. So we never had a problem. We joke about race all the time. It's been a cornerstone of our relationship. Didn't have any problems at all until recently I had an experience where I went apple picking with her and her mother. And if you don't know why that could cause a weird situation, that's because you don't remember the history of black people, white people, and agriculture. First dark joke I thought of to say to my wife and her mom, we had to pay $30 to do apple picking. So I looked at my wife and her mother and I was like, yo, I just paid $30 to be a slave. And my wife and her mom started laughing, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got a sharp pain in my back. Like my L7 was like, I don't like that laughter. But this is my mother, and this is my mother-in-law and my wife. I know these people, they're good people, so I'm tripping. So I put it out of my mind. I come up with another dark joke later, like, you know what? I ought to start singing Swing Low so all these rest of these white people around here feel nervous. And my wife and her mom started laughing super hard. Now I need y'all to understand something. I'm a comedian. I've been a comedian for about 10 years now. I love making people laugh. Thank you. But I love making people laugh. This is my wife and her mother. I love these people dearly. So I love making them laugh even more. But in that moment, their laughter, the first thought that popped into my head for the first time in my life was, you bitches can stop laughing now. I couldn't say anything else to my wife or her mother to save our relationship. Y'all don't understand how much black man's cum my wife had to swallow for me to get over that shit. I'm Phil Pointer. I love y'all. Bye. Keep that energy going for the next comic, the very funny Whitney.
Hey, go bananas! How are we doing tonight? I'm today years old when I realized relationships were work. Did you guys know this? Like, you have to actually like communicate and talk and put forth effort and shit. I didn't know. I was raised on Disney, y'all. So like, I just thought like I could take a nap in the woods and somebody would come along and kiss me and then I'd be in love. And it doesn't work like that. I've taken several naps in the woods. Does not work like that. Usually I get licked by a raccoon. Which is okay. I'm cool with raccoons. I did grow up during the time of Fabio and romance novels. So I really did. I was like, love's just gonna like fall on my lap and my Prince Charming will find me. And it didn't work that way, but I'm in a relationship now. Been in one for a long time. And when we met, it was really weird because I almost beat him up. So that's definitely not how to do it. Definitely not. But I was like outside. Hold on, let me back up a second. My neighborhood was not being gentrified like it is now. I had across the street and on each side of me drug dealers. So I was locked, cocked, and ready to do drugs. I was outside, had my kids out there. I was gonna teach them because my oldest was about to learn how to drive. So I was like, hey, if you're gonna be driving around a 3,000-pound murder machine, you should know a little bit about what's under the hood, like how to put oil in it and windshield washer fluid and things like that. So I had an adjustable wrench in my hand, and this guy pulls up in a Scion FRS, which if you don't know, it's a little sports car, real low to the ground, 2 doors, vroom vroom. And he's a white guy, so I was like, oof, buddy, maybe you're in the wrong neighborhood. I don't know you. And so he gets out of his car and comes and approaches me. And I was instantly like, so I could like, with the adjustable wrench. And he sees this and he's like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was thinking about buying the house across the street, and I was told to talk to the neighbors, and I was like, by who? I don't know you. And he was like, no, like, just see what the neighborhood's like, what you like about it. And I was like, well, the police are right there. I don't know you. I'm not a narc, but for that guy, I would have been. And he's like, no, like, what kind of things do you like? And I was like, well, across the street, there's a park. There's the libraries within walking distance. I could walk to Kroger. I'm on a bus line. All these wonderful things about the neighborhood, right? He goes, oh, what don't you like? I'm like, oh, man, well, twice a year, across the street at the park, do fireworks. I'm a veteran, not a fan of the fireworks. Boom, booms make me go, ooh. And he's like, oh, shit. What branch? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Asking me all these damn questions. So I go, Army. He's like, oh, I was in the Navy. Instant best friends. I was like, oh, what's up, pal? Hey, guy. What else you want to know? I'll tell you all the shit. Ended up talking to this motherfucker for like 6 hours. 6 hours. I have never talked to anybody that long in my life because I don't like people. I'm bad at peopling. I hate people, most people. And now I can't get rid of this one. Getting married next year. Something we both promised we would never do again. We're dumb. We're not smart. We're not smart people. And so I guess the moral of the story is, for me, love did get delivered to my front door. All right. Yeah, so it's funny because when we're going to get married, it's going to be 420. I'm going to have a weed bouquet that we will smoke later. We're going to Vegas. Little Elvis is doing it. because we're weird people, and so we figured if we're gonna do this, we're just gonna be real weird about it. And it's so funny because like nobody's invited. Nobody. Nobody's invited. Not my mom, not my dad, not his Italian mom. Nobody's allowed to come. It is so funny because when we told her she did the Italian mom thing, she was like, "Oh, well, like she can come," and I was like, "No, she can't. No, nobody could come." Anyway, my name's Winnie, and that's been my time. So keep it going for all the way from Trenton, Ohio, not New Jersey, Dick Richardson.
What's going on, guys? Name's Dick. You can always call me Richard if you want it long. I know. It's a family name, though. My father's name was Dick. His uncle's name was Dick. My sister's name is Cunt. We just keep it going. So weed's been legalized in Ohio. Yeah, give it up for ISHO2. The thing that most excites me about weed being legalized in Ohio is the fact that they might start easing up, like relaxing a little bit on the drug testing. And I know that that's something that's kind of like harshed my career a little bit, not so much as a comedian, but in other aspects too. And I think it's finally nice that we're going to be able to get jobs that we want, even though we go home and smoke pot. You know, we're going to be doing the things that alcoholics have been doing since the 40s. You know, it's fucking great. Anybody here sober tonight? Couple people. All right. I was sober for 12 years. Then I turned 13. Whole lot of fucking drug use. No, back to the drug testing. One of my careers that was kind of harshed by the drug testing. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love food. I fucking love the food. I love food. I love food so much. I actually used to be a competitive eater until they started drug testing. Because apparently smoking a joint before competition was performance-enhancing drugs. Bullshit. Oh, God. Anybody, where'd you guys meet at? Where'd you guys meet? Dating site? No? Any dating sites out here? Who met on a dating site? I love it. Fuck yeah. Farmers only? Oh, God.
I got invisible tattoo.
Okay. I have food tattoos. That's great. I tried a dating site once, and it did not go well. People like to lie about who they are. They're going to show you the best. I'm not showing my food tattoos. They like to show the best sides of themselves, and the perfect example, I went on a couple dates with this girl, and I come to find out that she was a Nazi. And you got the bald head. You're into that, aren't you? You got the smile. I saw it. Now, a couple dates went by, and we got to talking, and she said something about her motorcycle, and that should have been kind of a giveaway. She was like, "I want to fix this piece on the side. I want it to say SS." And I was like, I knew what it meant, but I had to ask for reassurance. I was like, what does SS mean? She couldn't really tell me what it meant. She just said, I'm a Nazi. I was like, okay. And I was a little struck by it at first, and like she could tell she was like, she tried to lighten the mood. She goes, I don't believe in mixing races. And I was like, oh, and she's like, good for you, huh? I was like, no. She had these little lightning bolt earrings. I thought they were like Harry Potter symbols. I thought she was just a really big Harry Potter fan. I told my coworker about this. He's a really big history buff. I told him, I was like, all right, she told me she's a Nazi. I told him the whole rundown. I gave him everything that's going on. And he got to the conclusion. He goes, I don't think she's a Nazi. And I was like, she told me she's a Nazi. And he goes, nah, she sounds like an ignorant Klans member. That's the scary thing about dating sites, though. You're gonna miss the red flags, even if there's giant swastikas on them. I asked her about her family history, and she told me she went to this website to figure it out. She was like really southern, so it was called Ancestry.com. I was like, that's a good one. That's a good. Any other ones? She goes, Family Tree and Me. You can find out all the closest cousins that made you. Oh, God. Okay. All right, so I've been on the TikTok Live lately. I don't like it. I've seen a lot of controversial things. One of the topics I came upon recently, it was a post that said trans women are better at being women than women. Oh, I knew it was gonna get quiet. I knew it was gonna get quiet. Don't worry, this next part's a doozy. So they have this thing where you can join in and you can join in on the, oh, sorry, there you go. I saw the light. Wait, is that 5 or is that 4? That's 5.
5.
What happened to the girl who lost her horse farm? Apparently business wasn't stable enough. Thank you guys so much. I'm Dick Richardson. Keep the round of applause going, please. Up next, we have Steven, the Animal Bear. Thank you, sir. Yes.
All right, guys, give it up for that Nazi fucker. Yeah, wow. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That's great. Man, it's good to be here. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling more energized than the bow tie guy right now. I'm feeling good. Oh my God. I'm on No Nut November right now. Anyone else? Anyone? So everyone else is just busting in here? What the fuck? Weirdos. Yeah, I'm on No Nut November. Started a little late, but I'm 15 minutes strong, you know. Had some pre-show jitters, had to crank one out, but it's beautiful stuff, man. It's beautiful stuff. Oh, man, I'm feeling good, though. I'm 6 months sober. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah. 6 months sober from intimacy with women. So it's been lonely. I've been drinking a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I was with this girl recently, a year ago, and she said I didn't perform in the bedroom. Didn't perform. I was pretending I was straight that whole time. What are you talking about? I deserve an Oscar for that performance, goddammit! Thank you. Yeah, my parents, as you can imagine, they have mixed support for me doing stand-up comedy. I'm sure they prefer I be like a state senator or something. But really, I think they're just happy I'm not rapping anymore. It's not funny, dude. I was a good rapper, okay? What's your name, sir? Roy likes gay toys. Oh, we got it. Still got it, dude. I still fucking got it. God, I'm good at rapping. What am I doing here? Yeah, I like listening to rap. I'll be listening to rap, smoking weed, feeling like a pretty cool guy, right? But then I'll remember that my drug dealer's name is Bryce. It's hard to feel like a cool guy when your drug dealer's name is Bryce. Just for context, I used to have a drug dealer named Storm. Bro, you smoke Storm's weed, you feel fucking cool, bro. You want to listen to XXXTentacion and commit assault, you know? You smoke Bryce's weed, you just want to call your grandma, apologize for being so distant these past few years. Yeah, shout out Storm. We would hang out. Storm was a cool guy. It was weird though. Storm, he actually gave me the pass to say it. You know what I'm saying? he was like, yo, bro, I mean, it's just a word. If you feel like you gotta say it, then just say it. Anyways, Storm is white. So I did not take his advice. Shout out, Phil. Thank you for laughing at that one. God, that could have been bad, brother. Someone told me that I look like I spent all my trust fund money on NFTs. I have one NFT. No form of transportation. I got my car stolen. I don't know if you've ever gotten your car stolen before, but it will really challenge your political ideology. Like, before I got my car stolen, I'm a progressive guy. Only thing I want in this world, social justice. Now the only thing I want now is criminal justice, okay? I'm pissed. I was at the Black Lives Matter rally. We were there, dude. Everyone was there. I was out there. I was screaming, yo, fuck 12. Now I'm like, fuck 12. Please help me find my car. Goddamn. I was yelling, defund the police. Now it's been like 6 months. They haven't found shit. I'm like, someone's got to fund those guys. Goddamn. All right, guys. That's been me. Give it up for your next comedian. I've been Stephen Barrett. Give it up for Dylan Reed.
Give it up for Steven. Good shit, Slim Shady. I like it. That rap was tight. It's good stuff. Oh, fuck. I am so unprepared, bro. Seriously, like, I mean, the lights hit you in the fucking peepers, and you're like, whoa! I bit off more than I can chew, dog. I mean, in my defense, like, I've had a lot of shit going on recently. 2 weeks ago, I moved into my first house. Oh yeah, baby, crippling debt. I'm completely overwhelmed. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm, as you can tell, I'm young and spry, right? I'm 32, so I feel like, you know, I might have been a late bloomer in the department of getting a house, but, you know, my parents' generation, I just wanted to issue a formal thank you for fucking the housing market in the ass, because it was so easy for me to get a house. I got some help. It was cool. But what they don't tell you, I mean, it should be obvious, but, you know, when you get your own house, like, you're responsible for everything. I don't know if you can tell, but do I look like a plumber? Do I look like an electrician? Hell no. Do I look like a landscaper? I tried. I tried my best, and, you know, I'm pretty broke currently. I actually start a new job tomorrow as well. I told you, like, my mind is fucking everywhere, bro. Everywhere. But, so I got the cheapest mower I could find. And did you know they have electric mowers? That have a little dongle thing on them? You have to get an extension cord. And, like, I have a small front yard and a small backyard. It got a lot bigger once I started mowing, though. I was like, God damn, where the fuck is this grass coming from? Shit. And it had a little bag on it because I was trying to be, you know, polite to my neighbors. Didn't want to blow grass shavings in their yards and shit. So I was being a gentleman. And, but my yard, I live in Price Hill. Anybody from Price Hill? Yeah, let's go. It's, yeah, it's a pretty good area. You know, hit or miss. I'm digging it though. But anyway, I was, you know, trying to figure out how to use an electric mower with an extension cord. And so I have an outlet in my front, so I plugged that bitch up, and I'm like, all right, we got this, let's do it. And I start mowing, and that little bag, it's like this big, fills up hella quick, because I neglected this yard for at least a month. And I was like, God damn, I'm gonna sweat my fucking tits off doing this. Because I would do one row, half a row, bags full, fuck. And so, but it looked fucking crazy. Like, I know it did. I didn't see my neighbors, thankfully, during this whole process. But it looked like I was vacuuming my fucking yard. I had this extension cord. I'm fucking whipping this thing. I'm on the side of a hill doing this, motherfucker. I'm like, dude, I look dumb as shit right now. But I'm getting stuff done, so I'm proud of myself. Yeah, so I said fuck the bag, and when I got to the back, I'm like, yeah, fuck y'all. I'm gonna blow grass all over. And it came full circle with the vacuum thing, because in the backyard, the whole time I was mowing, there was a dog on the other side of the fence barking non-fucking stop. I'm like, bro, I'm struggling bad here, and you're not helping, dog. Well, literally, not helping, dog. That's funny, I didn't plan that. But, yeah, so I was like, it really feels like I'm vacuuming my backyard. Dogs barking, feel right at home. But, yeah, speaking of animals, I walked out on my back porch not smoking, because that's disgusting, right? And I saw, corner of my eye, I saw these eyes. It's like, oh shit, I'm about to square up or something. Well, it turns out it was a pregnant cat. And I know it was pregnant because it kind of looked like me in cat form. Nah, she was sagging for real. I kind of felt bad because she just looked at me and fucking just sitting by a bush. I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, I'm looking at her. You guys remember that R. Kelly song? Fucking terrible. But anyway, so then finally she like saunters off because she's like, he's not a threat, we're all good. So she's sagging tits on my yard, and my belly's hanging similarly, and I'm like, you know what, this is gonna be all right. You know, I think I'm winning with the house. Yeah, so I told you guys I'm a mess. I'm doing my best up here, but just a real quick note, I'm sure I'm almost out of time. I don't know if you guys are aware, but this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Yeah, so talk to the men in your life. Fucking see what's going on with them. It's important. Last month, marks 2 years I've been in therapy, and it helped me to come up here. And I was like, yeah, stand up. That's the solution. All right, y'all have been amazing. I'm gonna introduce, I've been Nick Taylor's fluffer, so everybody welcome Nick Taylor.
Hey, one more time for my fluffer and yourselves, everyone. Give it up. How we feeling? Good. Heck yeah, it's been a fun night. I was just in the bathroom a little bit ago watching a white rapper masturbate. That's pretty fun. He was like, you got one shot. I was like, all right, not on me, please. So that's pretty. Two things you don't see often. Someone masturbating in a public restroom and white rapping. That's pretty crazy. So Wednesday night, I see some drinking. I appreciate that. I respect that. Drinking. We're not too worried about work tomorrow, huh? Not too. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, hell no. I heard a verbal hell no. Yeah, we're not worried. Hell yeah, that's what's up, yeah. This guy also wanted me to know he does not care about his job. Hell yes, I'm gonna get fired. Hell yeah, dude. All right. I got fucked up the other day. So bad that like I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make it here tonight. You ever get that fucked up? It takes you a couple days to. Here's the thing. I ate a weed edible, and I don't know if you've ever done that, but I almost died. Just died, dude. Eating though, that's just setting an alarm to freak out in 45 minutes. Eating one of those. What the fuck are they putting in weed edibles? Just chocolate weed and heart attack? Like what is? Every time I eat one, it's the same thing. I just end up on my couch just trying to teach myself how to breathe again. I feel like I'm like in and out. And I just like forget. I'm like, do I need to blink? Is blinking involved in? I forget how to breathe. You know, just doing this too. I always rub my leg like I have a cat for some reason. It's like I forgot how to walk, and I knew I was gonna have to get to the kitchen, and I'm like, I gotta push confidence back down into my feet. I'm gonna have to walk here soon, I'm sure. Just on the couch, breathing heavy, doing this. I always pull this one out. What am I gonna do with the data that I get from this, honestly? I'm like, my heart is racing. I should call my mother now. That's what I should do. Things aren't going well. He also smokes. You can hear it, people, you hear it? That's my drug dealer. Good stuff. I always end up getting too high and talking to my dog, too. Like the but not in like cute, not like, who's a good boy? No, it's like my therapist that I can't afford. I'm just like, why won't Dad answer my phone calls? And then he starts scratching his asshole on the ground. And I'm like, he's going through something too. I should leave him alone. We're all going through it, you know? I know I'm not the only one that thinks the edibles are too strong. I actually offered one to a homeless guy the other day. And even he was like, hey, I got shit to do today. No, thank you, please. No, thank you, sir. He got all professional. No, thank you. Last time I ate one of those, I made love to a rat. No, thank you. You know what's fucked up? I'm lying. I got too high and fucked a rat. That was me. I got way too high and had sex with a rat. All right, that got weird. It was like a pocket pussy that loves cheese. Its little tail was rubbing on my stomach. It knew all my spots. Show's almost over. I can talk about fucking rats. It's fine. I know. I'm sorry. I like regular weed. Just weed. I like to do this, weed and coffee. You ever do that? Weed and coffee? Yeah. That's a good combo. That's an adult peanut butter and jelly. That's what that is. It's got all the goods in it. You get, I like it because I get enthused and confused at the same time. I drink the coffee, I'm like, I'm about to get so much shit done today. It's not even fun. I'm gonna do the laundry and make my bed. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I get high and I like start shadow boxing my refrigerator for some reason. You ever get so high you fight the appliances? The fuck am I doing? I got married recently. That's pretty exciting, right? I got married. Thank you. Hey, thank you. She's not here, but I'll tell her you guys support us. Thank you. We've been together for a long time too, and we took a long time to get married. But I didn't think this was going to happen. But after all this time, I have to admit it feels really good to finally have health insurance. I got to be honest. Yeah, if you don't know, you just have to marry someone that has their shit together. And then doctors literally have to respect you. It's pretty awesome. She took my last name, I took her health care. That's... I like going to the doctor now just for the fuck of it, just for the cheap copay. I'm like, yeah, fucking run that twice. I got plenty of that. I got $30 all day, baby. Remember going to the doctor without health insurance? You walk in and he's just like, what, man, your back hurts? That's because you're poor, all right? It's not going to get any better. Look at the chart here. See, your L4 and your L5, it's actually covered in poverty. That's what's wrong. Just riddled and poor, you piece of shit. That's what it is. His words. He was like, here's some opioids. Have a good life, all right? And get the fuck out of my office. It's going to be $40,000. Go down front and pay that woman who's making a TikTok. That's who you pay. Me and my wife, we love watching sports, big sports. We both played sports, football and basketball. That's our shit. Are you guys sports fans at all? Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Did you say hockey? Hockey. All right, hell yeah, dude. Did you see that guy get killed with the... That was crazy. Yeah. I don't have a joke for it, but it happened. But yeah. But me and my wife, we do love sports. We actually watch basketball all the time. We play basketball together all the time. Like, I think that's the secret to my marriage is I married a lesbian that settled for men. It works. It works. We watch a Laker game and then scissor, and that's it. That's right. I scissor her. I'm a feminist, so I scissor my wife. That's right. If you don't know what it is, scissoring is when two women or me we just get down. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hockey guy, fucking, I appreciate you, man. Thanks. I'm also surprised you know what scissoring is. You just look like, he thinks I'm doing like an arts and crafts joke. He's like, this guy fucking rules! Hell yeah. This is random, but I think pussy farts are funny. Are we hell yeah, that's Strong claps for, are we a pussy fart? Everyone loves a fart, but a pussy fart, that'll sneak up. You don't see those every day. It's like a cardinal. You're like, wait. Some of you guys might know it as their government name, queefs. That's good old queef. I gotta be honest with you guys. My wife queefed in my mouth the other day. That's what happened. Don't judge. I feel some judgment. Don't judge. I have health insurance. I'll be fine, all right? Try taking that to the doctor. What's wrong, Mr. Taylor? My wife's vagina sneezed in my throat. That's what's wrong. It tasted like an expired inhaler. That's what's wrong. I said, babe, I did cardio this morning. I don't need that. No, thank you. Good old queef, man. I thought it was hilarious. She got embarrassed. She immediately tried trapping them. She tried closing her legs all tight. It was just making them higher pitch. That's all it was doing. You ever put a blade of grass in between your fingers and it whistles? That was just, she was scaring the dog. I was like, hey, let it out. I thought it was funny. I immediately started laughing. She finally started laughing. And then her vagina started laughing, everyone. She lost all control. It was chaos. Hey, you guys are great. My name is Nick Taylor. I got to go. Get up for your host, Zach Wycuff, and everyone else you saw. Thank you. Yeah, here he comes. Thank you.
What's up? I totally remembered that I have to come back up here. Guys, thanks so much for coming out. Come back and see us this weekend. We got shows all the time. We got Wednesdays here. Come have a great night. Tip your bartenders, your staff, with all this stuff. Come back and see us again. Get home safe. Thanks, friends.